Today we say goodbye to our favorite lakeside grill as we cast off from Eagle Point Marina, raise sail on our Catalina 30, and chase the wind across Lewisville Lake. But the real test, setting a wing-on-wing run, something that can turn a smooth sail into a wild ride. Welcome back aboard Sailing into Nirvana. Today, Cyndi and I are setting sail for a peaceful downwind passage on Lake Lewisville. Our journey takes us from Eagle Point Marina all the way across the water to Lake Dallas. The wind's at our back, the sails are full, and the lake is calling. Every sail tells a story. Today's begins as we motor out of Eagle Point Marina, still carrying the laughter from a friend's birthday party. But this departure feels different, because it's our last time leaving from here. Some sails are about adventure, others about memories. Today's sail is both, but it's bittersweet, because this is also the last time we'll ever sail into Sneaky Pete's Lakeside Grill. The city is closing it down, and with it we lose not just a grill, but a piece of the lake life, summer bands, poolside laughter, and friendships forged over sunsets. And though today's passage seems calm, the way we sail, wing on wing, chasing the sunset, will push Zanadu in a way we rarely attempt. My first mate, Cyndi, is on deck, making sure everything's shipshape before we set off. She's the heart of the crew, steady, reliable, and always ready with a smile, even when the lake throws surprises our way. As we motor out, we pass the rocky Lake Point I've painted so many times in oil. Funny how a place can live twice, once in real life and once on canvas. I wonder how many of you have a place you return to again and again, almost like an old friend. Let me know in the comments what place on the water holds that kind of memory for you. There's something magical about sailing downwind. The boat feels lighter, almost like it's gliding with the rhythm of the water. No motor noise, no rush, just the wind carrying us towards Lake Dallas. As we sail, we're treated to moments that remind us of why we do this. The shimmer of the lake in the afternoon sun, the lone heron flying by, the sight of fellow sailors chasing the same breeze. We sail east for 2 miles before turning north. That's when the lake gives us a gift, a steady south wind. Up the lake, straight towards the cut at the old Lake Dallas Dam. For the next 2 miles, the wind carries us east, smooth, steady, like a hand at our back. Then we turn north, and this is where the sail changes. The south wind sets us up for what sailors call a training run. No tacks needed. No fighting the bow across the wind, just the pure joy of riding straight downwind. But here's where we try something that could make or break this run. So I've got the sail set perfectly. I'm not even holding the wheel. Sailing close hauled into the wind. This model of sloop sometimes is said to have weather helm, to where it wants to go automatically point into the wind and luff. Well, I'm not holding on to the wheel, and it's not weather helming. It's not going into the wind and luffing. It's staying its course. Zanadu is going straight without any weather helm. So anyone's wondering about the weather helm on a 30-foot Catalina Tall Rig, well, I'm not seeing it. Straight rudder, trimmed sails, 3 knots. Unhook the traveler on the right, uncleat it. Cleat it. Actually, it's a training run because they're not dead down there.
That's what I was going to ask.
A training run.
Yeah.
Same as going close hauled, but going downwind. Of course, it's not just about the sailing. It's about sharing these moments. Out here, time slows down. We talk, we laugh, and sometimes we just listen to the silence, broken only by the wind in the sails. Instead, we try something different. Wing on wing. With the Genoa out to one side and the mainsail to the other, we ride the wind straight down the lake. It's efficient, it's fast, and it feels like flying. We don't have a pole, so we just have to make the best of it. Like a bird with wings open, Zanadu glides straight down the lake. When it works, it's beautiful. When it doesn't, well, you learn to practice real quick. If you've tried wing on wing, let us know. Was it smooth, or did it test your nerves? As the shoreline of Lake Dallas comes closer, the feeling of the passage shifts. What began as a calm glide turns into a quiet satisfaction of knowing you've worked with the wind to reach your destination. There's no better reward than that. The boat hummed as the water ran against the hull and the birds sang overhead. Compared to yesterday's upwind slog, tacking back and forth, this was freedom. We aimed straight for the old Lake Dallas dam cut, and time melted away. But the lake had one more gift in store before the day was done. From Eagle Point Marina to Lake Dallas, this downwind sail has been one for the books. Smooth water, fair winds, and the best crew I could ask for. And this is why we keep sailing into Nirvana. At the cut in the dam, we swing to the west. The sails trim tight. The Catalina catches the breeze on a perfect beam reach. And the lake gives us a sunset that belongs in a painting of its own. At the dam cut, we turn west onto a beam reach. If downwind is gentle and easy, the beam reach is a sweet spot. Fast, balanced, exhilarating. And just then, the sky lit up. Orange, gold, and purple. The kind of sunset you don't see, you feel it. One of those you carry with you long after the sails are furled. For those who love boats as much as sailing stories, here's a fun fact. The Catalina 30 was introduced in the early 80s and became one of the most popular sailboats ever built. More than 6,000 were launched, and even today she's known as forgiving, comfortable as a cruiser. The tall rig gives us extra sail area, great for light wind days like this. Though you do have to keep an eye when the breeze pipes up. Have you ever sailed a Catalina? Or maybe owned one yourself? I'd love to hear your stories in the comments. As the light faded, we brought down the Genoa, then the main, then motored into the slip. Cyndi tied off the lines, finishing her longest passage with me yet. And through it all, our Catalina C-30 Tall Rig, our Zanadu, proved once again why she's a classic. It wasn't dramatic, no storms, no breakdowns, just a calm, uneventful, and beautiful day under sail. Exactly the kind of day that keeps us coming back to the water. So yes, today was calm. No storms, no breakdowns, but sometimes uneventful is exactly what you want on the lake or at sea. A perfect passage, a bittersweet farewell to a favorite lakeside stop, and memories made under sail. Thanks for coming along. If you enjoyed this journey, give the video a thumbs up. It really helps us out. Drop us a comment with your favorite downwind sailing memory. And subscribe so you don't miss our next adventure on sailing into nirvana. Until then, fair winds and cheers.